Oliver was just an ordinary person living in a bustling city where the pace of life was fast and relentless. The noise, the crowds, and the constant rush could easily overwhelm anyone, yet, amidst all this chaos, Oliver clung to a guiding principle that had shaped him from a young age. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. This belief wasn't just a simple phrase to Oliver, it was the cornerstone of his existence. He wasn't wealthy, nor did he hold any significant power or influence in society. But Oliver knew that true change didn't start with grand gestures or lofty speeches. It began with personal action. He understood that being the change required living by example, even though it was often the most difficult path to take. Oliver's life was a testament to the values he cherished: honesty, integrity, kindness, and perseverance. Although he didn't have a garden to cultivate in the city, he nurtured these values through his actions, words, and how he treated others. Every day, Oliver consciously embodied the change he wanted to see in the world, even when the challenges seemed insurmountable. He knew that every action he took was observed, whether he realized it or not. In a world filled with cynicism and doubt, Oliver stood as a beacon of hope, exemplifying the power of consistency and integrity. Living this way wasn't easy. There were times when the obstacles seemed too great, when it would have been simpler to cut corners, blend into the crowd, or choose the path of least resistance. But Oliver knew that doing so would betray the very values he wished to instill in others. So he pressed on, understanding that being the change required a deep commitment to personal growth and the courage to confront challenges head-on. As time passed, people around him began to notice Oliver's quiet strength. They saw how he treated everyone with respect, even those who seemed undeserving. They observed his willingness to help others, even when there was no personal gain. They noticed how he remained true to his principles, even when faced with opportunities that would have been easier but compromised his values. Gradually, Oliver's actions began to spark change in those around him. His colleagues at work started adopting the same principles. His neighbors began showing more kindness and understanding toward one another, and his friends were inspired to pursue causes they had always cared about but never had the courage to act on. Oliver's example began to ripple outward, touching lives he never imagined he could influence. This ripple effect extended far beyond his immediate circle. Oliver's story became known in his community and eventually reached people he had never met. He became a source of inspiration for many, a reminder that true leadership doesn't require a title or position of power. Instead, it requires a steadfast commitment to being the change day in and day out, no matter how challenging it may be. Years later, the impact of Oliver's example could be seen in the lives of the people he had touched. His influence had shaped the future in ways he couldn't have predicted. His legacy wasn't just the immediate changes he had brought about, but the foundation he had laid for others to build upon. Oliver had proven that being the change, though challenging, is the most rewarding thing one can do. It shapes the future, fosters trust, and creates a lasting legacy of meaningful change. As I reflect on Oliver's story, I'm reminded of the power that lies within each of us to make a difference. We don't need titles or recognition to lead, we just need the courage to be the change we wish to see in the world. Oliver's life is a testament to the profound impact one person's example can have, transforming the world one action at a time.